Welcome to Headline Harbor Hub. I'm here to guide you through today's top news and events. So, let's get started. In order to expedite and streamline the state's response to avian influenza A, H5N1, also referred to as bird flu, Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency today. This move follows the discovery of infections in dairy cows on Southern California farms, which indicated the need to increase monitoring and strengthen the statewide coordinated strategy to stop and slow the virus's spread. Since the virus's initial verified diagnosis in Texas and Kansas in March 2024, it has spread among dairy cattle in 16 states. In California, no person-to-person transmission of bird flu has been found thus far, and almost all afflicted people were exposed to infected animals. In response to the outbreak, California has already set up the biggest testing and surveillance system in the country. In order to support California's developing response, this emergency declaration will give state and local agencies more latitude over hiring, contracting, and other regulations. This proclamation is a focused measure to guarantee that government organizations have the tools and adaptability required to react swiftly to this outbreak. We are dedicated to advancing public health protection, bolstering our agriculture sector, and guaranteeing that Californians have access to current, accurate information by expanding on the state's testing and monitoring system, which is the biggest in the country. We will keep doing everything we can to stop this virus from spreading, even though there is still little risk to the general public. In order to reduce exposures for farm workers, lower the contamination of raw dairy products, and slow the virus's spread, California has organized a thorough cross-agency response to bird flu in dairy cattle and poultry farms. To help with all aspects of the response, the state has recruited technical and operational expertise from the local, state, and federal governments, worked to educate the public, health professionals, employers, and workers on ways to prevent and control exposure to bird flu, gave employers and employees thorough information on the requirements for personal protective equipment, PPE, and distributed millions of pieces of PPE to high-risk workers at dairy farms. The California Department of Public Health, CDPH, California Department of Food and Agriculture, CDFA, California Office of Emergency Services, CalOES, and other agencies are coordinating public awareness efforts. The state is spearheading a cross-agency response that includes media interviews to inform Californians, timely public updates, multilingual outreach to dairy and poultry workers, targeted social media efforts to promote preventive practices, and online and printed resources for the public. To lower concurrent flu risks, the state is also making sure agricultural workers have access to extra doses of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's, CDC, seasonal flu vaccine. As part of a whole-of-government effort to plan, carry out, and guarantee prompt surveillance and investigation of possible cases of bird flu, officials have also been collaborating closely with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the Centers for Disease Control, and local agricultural and health officials. In January 2022, bird flu was discovered in the wild bird population of South Carolina, and in July 2022, it was discovered in the wild bird population of California. Following the initial reports of a bird flu outbreak in dairy cows in Texas and Kansas on March 25, 2024, CDFA moved quickly to keep an eye out for illnesses in California herds. Since then, 61 confirmed human cases of bird flu infection have been documented in 7 states, with 34 of those instances occurring in California, when bird flu was verified in a dairy cow in Central California on August 30, 2024, after it had been detected in 13 other states. The California Department of Public Health promptly activated its Medical Health Coordination Center. That's all for now from Headline Harbor Hub. Thank you for watching.